Welcome to Awakening Heaven on Earth. Before we begin, take a moment to arrive. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to believe, and nowhere you need to go. Simply listen, contemplate, and notice what stirs and resonates within you. This is a shared space of reflection, presence, and remembrance. Now, let us begin. Welcome to this episode focused on unity in relationship. Recommended reading. In this episode, we explore a collection of works that help us understand love, relationship, attachment, freedom, and sacred connection. Each book offers a doorway into loving without separation. And after each reading, you will be invited into reflection. Now let us begin. In the book, The Mastery of Love, by Don Miguel Ruiz. This work invites us to see how fear-based beliefs shape the way we love, how they lead us into control, dependency, jealousy, and emotional suffering. Ruiz reminds us that love is not something we bargain for, earn, or chase. Love is something we return to. When illusion falls away, at its heart, this book teaches that true relationship begins when we stop asking another person to complete what we believe is missing in ourselves. Now reflect on the following question. Where in your relationships are you seeking love as a need rather than expressing it as something you already are? In the book, All About Love, by Bell Hooks. This powerful work redefines love, not as a feeling alone, but as a conscious action, a practice rooted in care, responsibility, trust, respect, and truth. Bell Hooks challenges the cultural confusion around love and invites us into deeper integrity. Through the lens of unity, love is not passive. It is not merely emotion. It is how we choose to show up. Ask yourself, are you living love as a consistent practice, or only as a feeling that comes and goes? In the book Attached by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller. This book offers a psychological understanding of attachment styles: secure, anxious, and avoidant. It helps explain why we cling, withdraw, react, or fear abandonment. Through the lens of unity, these patterns are not who we are. They are learned ways of seeking safety. Understanding attachment allows us to move from unconscious reaction to conscious relationship. Consider, what patterns do you bring into relationships, and can you see them with compassion rather than judgment? In the book Sacred Union by Anaya Sophia. This work explores relationship as a spiritual path, a place where intimacy becomes a doorway into awakening. It emphasizes sovereignty, presence, and the sacred meeting of two whole beings. Unity here is not merging. It is not losing yourself in another. It is meeting in wholeness, where each person becomes a mirror of the divine. Think about this. Are you entering relationships to become whole, or as a whole being, ready to meet another whole being? In the book Golden Keys to Successful Living by Emmett Fox. This collection offers spiritual principles for transforming the way we see life, ourselves, and one another. Fox reminds us that healing in relationship often begins in perception. When we see others only through fear, judgment, or past wounds, we reinforce separation. But when we begin to see others as God sees them, through truth, compassion, and divine identity, relationship begins to change. So then, how would your relationships change if you chose to see others through divine truth, rather than past wounds or expectations? In the book Edgar Cayce on Relationships by Kevin J. Tedeschi, drawing from the Cayce readings. This book explores relationships as part of the soul's journey. It speaks of karma, purpose, healing, and spiritual growth. From this perspective, relationships are not random. They are opportunities. Opportunities to heal, to learn, to forgive, and to remember who we truly are. Based on this, what is this relationship here to teach you about yourself, about love, and about unity? In the book Hold Me Tight by Sue Johnson. Rooted in emotionally focused therapy, this book reveals that emotional bonding is not weakness. It is a fundamental human need. Johnson shows that secure love is built through responsiveness, emotional safety, and the courage to reach for connection. Through the lens of unity, we are not meant to live isolated. We are wired for connection. And healthy relationship becomes a place where the nervous system can soften, the heart can open, and love can become safe. Ponder this. Do you allow yourself to be emotionally seen and to truly see another? In the book The Art of Loving by Eric Fromm. Fromm presents love as an art, not something we merely fall into, but something we learn, practice, and cultivate. Love requires discipline, awareness, humility, and maturity. This aligns deeply with unity. Love is not passive. Love is intentional. Love is a way of being. Reflect on this. Are you practicing love or waiting for it to happen? In the book, I and Thou, by Martin Buber, this philosophical classic explores two ways of relating: I-it, where we treat others as objects, roles, or functions, and I-thou, where we meet another as a living sacred presence. Unity in relationship lives in I-thou. In presence, in recognition, in the sacred encounter between whole beings. Based on this, are you relating to others as objects in your story, or meeting them as sacred beings? In the book, Mating in Captivity, by Esther Perel, this work explores the tension between closeness and freedom, between intimacy and individuality. Perel challenges the assumption that love requires sameness or constant merging. Healthy relationship allows both connection and space. Unity does not erase difference. It honors it. Think about this. Do you allow space for both connection and individuality in your relationships? As we gather these readings together, a deeper truth begins to emerge. Love is not something you hold on to. Love is something you become. Relationships are not here to complete you. They are here to reveal you. And when you begin to see this, something shifts. You stop grasping. You stop fearing loss. You stop trying to control what was never meant to be controlled. And instead, you meet. Fully. Openly. Truthfully. This is unity in relationship. Not losing yourself in another. Not separating yourself from another. But standing rooted in who you are, while recognizing the same life in them. Let these readings become more than books. Let them become invitations. To love with open hands. To honor what is sacred. To see others clearly. And to remember, love is not separation healed later. Love is unity remembered now. As we come to a close, remember that this journey continues in many expressions. This podcast is part of a family of partner podcasts. Awakening Heaven on Earth. The space between heaven and earth and Living Heaven on Earth are 3 companion podcasts exploring spiritual awakening from complementary perspectives. Awakening Heaven on Earth offers the core teachings and mystical reflections on unity, love, and conscious living. The space between creates room for dialogue, reflection, and lived conversation around those teachings. Living Heaven on Earth focuses on basic spiritual practices that help embody these insights in daily life. Together, they form a unified journey of understanding, experience, and integration, inviting listeners to remember their connection with the divine, with one another, and with the living world. You can find all of them available on the same podcast streaming platforms wherever you listen. And if music helps carry these teachings deeper into the heart, the unity, Awakening Heaven on Earth album is available on all major music streaming services as a musical companion to this journey. Wherever you engage, through listening, reflection, conversation, or music, may it gently remind you you are not separate. You belong to the one life, and heaven is already unfolding within you. Until next time, walk gently, love deeply, and embody heaven on earth.